What is up, everybody? I am NerdRage36, back with another Pickups video, and I've actually got some really interesting stuff to talk about, so let's dig right in. The first thing is actually not a game this time, it's a show. Flight 29 Down. This is Hotel Tango, Season 3, which is only 4 episodes long, but that's because it's the series finale. Now, some of you probably don't even know what this is. This was a show on Kids Discovery that I watched when I was a little kid. It was 2005, but... And it's basically like a kid-friendly version of Lost, but with no supernatural elements, which means a much better ending. I've never even seen Lost, but I know the memes. But this was a show that I really enjoy watching. I mean, I've rewatched it in the past couple of years, and there's a few issues with it, but it's nothing. It's nothing that ruins the show. It's still fun. It's still interesting, and I'm sorry, but it also has one of the greatest theme songs ever put to TV. I'm sorry, I need to play just a little bit of it. I'm sorry. Okay, that's enough. Don't want to get copyright claimed. You know, I think this show might actually be the reason why I really like jungle levels in games. Interesting. But it was just a really cool show, and as you can see, that's Corbin Bleu from High School Musical, and this was before High School Musical, and I've always made the joke that, if he was ever at a convention that I was at for whatever reason, I would be like, Mr. Blue, today is a moment that you've been waiting for your entire adult career. I am not going to be asking you a question about High School Musical. Although someone pointed out, what if he's so used to answering High School Musical questions he has no idea how to answer anything else? That'd be upsetting, but also really funny. But Flight 29 Down, Season 3, the finale. I guess one last thing I'll say about this is I've never been able to find the Season 2 DVD. I've got Season 1, now I have Season 3, but Season 2, even when I ask someone to check it in their system, they'll see it in their system, but no store, even out of state, has it. Why is Season 2 so hard to find? But whatever, at least I got Season 3, and now I'm just going to have to look for the harder one. Next up, back to the video games. The Crackdown games on 360. I've heard mixed things about these, although granted, one of the negative attributes to this series came from someone that I would describe as the CinemaSins of video games, which means don't take his opinion too seriously. But these are 360 games. These are my first-party 360 games. So, good or not, I honestly just wanted them for the collection. And based off of what I've looked into outside of the mixed opinions I've read, is these are basically like superpower sandbox games, so you could argue that this was Microsoft's answer to the Infamous series, and I like the Infamous series. It's one of my favorite PS3 franchises, and PS4. So, yeah, whatever the case is, I wanted to give these a try and make my own opinion. And actually, I also got the strategy guide for Crackdown 2. Weirdly enough, though, I've never been able to find the strategy guide for the first game, and yet I found 3 Crackdown 2 strategy guides. I honestly don't get that. But yeah, some 360 games that I just needed. And speaking of some first-party games I needed, Captain Toad on the Wii U. And I know there's the 3DS and the Switch version. I'm probably going to get the I'm gonna get both of them just for a collection's sake. But for a playable replacement, I might go with the 3DS version because I'm sure you've heard of the stories that Wii U's are starting to die off, sort of, or a certain component is failing. And from what I've heard with one of my go-to stores that also offers repairs, the component that's failing is easily replaceable, but honestly, just in case, I think I might want to just play another version, but I would still need this for the collection. And if my Wii U doesn't break, or if I can get it fixed, I would want the original, just because, I mean, why not? But before I put this away, the Captain Toad levels, they're interesting, but I didn't get them back then. But nowadays, with a more general understanding of like puzzle design, I actually think that they're kind of a very interesting like idea, and I feel like just going through an entire game of that would help me appreciate them a lot more. But yeah, I guess we'll see. And finally, it's a GBA game, and I've noticed that whenever I show off Game Boy games in the protective cases, they get all fuzzy, so I'm just going to try and show this without it falling out. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. The GBA was just a Super Nintendo port machine, wasn't it? But what's actually interesting about this one, on top of the fact that it's Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and you can save your progress, I mean, I often hop back into the Super Nintendo game just for the sake of it, just to see how much further I can get, and I do enjoy the gameplay, and the challenge doesn't really piss me off too much, but I can definitely tell it's there. But it's the fact that I can't save my progress that's really prevented me from really digging into it. But with this, you can save your progress, and on top of that, this game also features, from the research I've done, this game features remixed stages from the original Ghosts and Goblins on NES and the original Ghouls and Ghosts for Genesis into essentially a sort of a brand new Ghosts and Goblins game on top of the pre-existing Super Ghouls and Ghosts port. And that is just so interesting to me. It's like, this is not only a port, but it's a brand new game, sort of, maybe, I don't know. But I'm looking forward to it, especially since having it in this format will help me finally get through it. And that's probably going to make it a lot more frustrating, because I do know that it is hard. Well, that's it for this one. It was definitely interesting, especially being able to find an old childhood show that I like. Again, where the hell is Season 2? If someone could help me find a place where they sell Season 2, and don't just say order it online. I like hunting for things in the wild. And yeah, with that, I might actually even show off more just random stuff that I find, not just games. I mean, I've already showed off stuff like posters and soundtracks and amiibos, but those were video game related. That was just nothing related to a game. Although something tells me Telltale might be able to make a Flight 29 down game. Well, if they were still around. But that, different conversation altogether. So, with all that, I am NerdRage36, and I'll see you later.